Trade, only trade. What was that I told you? Commerce. What is commerce? Yeah, business is right. It's a part. Complete it. What is commerce? I explained it so well, taking so
Training
much
of
of...
employees.
Sorry? Once again. Who was that?
It is related to business and exchange.
Okay. Yes, that's right. It is related to business. Everything related to business. That is the point. What is commerce? Commerce is all the aspects, everything, every activity, anything and everything related to business for the successful, smooth conduct of the business. Whatever helps the successful running of a business, that is called commerce. Okay? Now, let me ask you, what are you all doing now? What are you doing now?
Class.
Yeah, class. You are sitting. Yes, then are you listening to music?
No, ma'am.
No, you are listening to my class. Okay, is that an activity?
Yes.
Yes, it is an activity. Okay. There is a shopkeeper. There is a shop near to your house. What is the shopkeeper doing?
Selling.
Selling the goods. Is that an activity?
Yes.
It is an activity. Do you find any difference between these two activities? You are sitting at home listening to me. That shopkeeper is selling the goods and he gets income out of it. Are these both activities same?
No,
No. What is the difference?
he's earning money.
Correct. Good. Who's that?
Krishnanunni.
Very good. Right answer. So let me tell you, there are two types of activities. Okay? Activities are of two types. Economic activity and non-economic activity. Okay? What are the two kinds of activities? Economic activities and non-economic activities. You people are sitting at home, relaxing, listening to me. Are you earning any income? Are you getting any monetary benefit out of it?
No.
No. Your mama prepares food for you. She cooks delicious super food for you. Is she getting any income? No. She does that out of love, care to her children. So what kind of activity is that? Correct, Pavitra. Yes, I can understand from your lip movement. Okay, such activities are called non-economic activity. Activities performed without any intention of making money. There is no monetary value, monetary benefit arriving out of it. That is called non-economic activity. Okay? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So what is economic activity now?
Activities when we earn money.
Right. Anish, was that you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, good. Yes. Activities undertaken to earn money. If there is any monetary benefit out of the activity, it is called economic activity. Okay, so I told you activities are divided into two. There are two types of activity: economic activity, non-economic activity. Okay, keep it in your mind. Let us see the syllabus of accountancy now. Keep that in your mind, okay? Don't forget. Let it be there in your minds. And coming to accountancy, we are going to learn a completely new subject, accountancy. Okay, and here we have the subject code of accountancy. What is the code of accountancy? You can find it in your question papers. Code number is 055. What was the code number of banking?
811.
180.
Yeah, right. Yes, yes, good. Yes. Similarly here, accountancy, we have the code number 055. And now here we have a paper for 100 marks where 80 is theory. You will write a written exam for 80 marks. Okay? 80 marks, and you will have to do a project for 20 marks. Thus, you score your 100 marks. Okay, so this is the pattern. You have 80 marks paper and a 20 marks project. Okay. Now, coming to the content, your topics, the lessons. The accountancy, you have two parts. Part A, Part B for your written exam, and Part C is the project work. 20 marks project. Let it be there. It's very easy. I'll give you all the guidance, all the instructions. After learning some portions, we'll do the project. You will submit it to me. I'll give you the marks. And here comes the part A and part B. This is the portion that we are going to learn. Part A, part B. This constitutes your 80 marks. 80 marks. Okay? Didn't you get two textbooks? Part A, part B?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Part A has got a separate textbook and part B has got a separate one. Then part A consists of the theoretical framework, all the basics, the theory part, as well as some accounting process. We'll come to it. We'll learn everything in detail. We'll practice everything, but okay. And there is part B. Okay, we'll know that later. So this is how the textbook is. And let's see the contents you have. Part A. Part A. You will have the meaning and objectives of accounting. Just go through. Just keep an idea. That's enough. We will be learning everything in detail. Meaning and objectives of accounting. Basic accounting terms. What are the terms, new words that you will get to know in accounting? Accounting principles. Whatever we do in the accountancy, it has got certain rules and regulations to be followed. There are certain rules related to accounting. The process and base of accounting. These are all theory. Accounting equation. That is an interesting portion. Accounting equation, double entry system. From there we start practicing our numerical section, numerical side. Okay. These are, everything is new to you, completely new. The subject is new. And part A continues. Accounting for goods and service tax, GST. Books of original entry. Books of special purpose, subsidiary books, ledger, trial balance, bank reconciliation statement, depreciation, provisions and reserves, bills of exchange, rectification of errors, capital and revenue. Don't get startled, see all these topics. These are all very simple, easy portions. You just have to get a trick of it. How to solve, how is this? I'll tell you everything. And you have part B, and there is some portion related to computers. That will be very easy for you all. Financial statements, preparation, account from incomplete records. Still there, it is related to accounting, and then we are linking computers to the accounting process. We are bringing computers to it. So this is the syllabus we are going to learn. We are going to start. Okay. So I suggest you to just read and understand the different terms in the syllabus. We are going to learn everything, but still you should be familiarized with the terms in the book. accountancy, and this is the most important subject in commerce stream. Okay, and I would like to remind you something, that this is the base, the foundation. You learned alphabets in your kindergarten, isn't it? Later on from first standard, we continued, we developed upon this alphabets, isn't it? Without learning alphabets, will you be able to reach till this class? Yes? No. Similarly, here we are going to start the base of commerce, base of accountancy. After completing 12th, whatever course you choose related to commerce, this is compulsory. This is the base. Without this, you can't go for anything else. So the base should be perfect. Do you get me? You should, this is the basic thing, yes. So whatever you go for, the BCom, BBA, CA, CMA, whatever it is, without this, you cannot survive. So whatever I teach in the class, accountancy, banking, after all, it's a theory paper. Even if there is no help from me, you can read it and at least understand the English language. But accountancy is not like that. So whatever I teach in the class, you should accompany me, come along with me, learn together. Okay? And the continuation is there in 12th grade also. You can only escape from accountancy, the base, only if you stop your studies after 12th. If you are going to continue with your studies, you are going to graduate, postgraduate, whatever you do, this is the base. Okay? Shall we start accountancy?
Yes, ma'am.
Now listen to each and every terms I say. What was the first term? Something I explained first? I started explaining with something. What was that? Before syllabus. Yes, yes. Economic activity and non-economic activity. Okay, okay. No, make a note of it. And let me tell you, I will be definitely uploading the notes. You will be getting the notes. Either you take the printout of the notes. There is no compulsion from my side because I understand now the situation is this. It may not be possible for everyone to take printouts. So, if you can't, if you are not in a position to take the printouts, you should maintain a notebook for the theory. Okay? And definitely you should have a record of whatever it is, a book for doing the problems. We have so many problems to work out. Problems in the sense, the numerical questions, but it's fun. Some of them are making faces. It's fun. You'll understand that when you get the idea. If you get the idea, then we'll go in the flow. It's just like solving some, what you say, tricky questions and all. It's like playing games. Okay, just consider it that way. Learn the concepts clearly, understand the concepts clearly. Any doubt, ask me. And let me tell you, after all, I'm also not an encyclopedia. Sometimes I may also have doubts. So in such situations, definitely I'll refer and let you know. Okay? After all, I'm also a normal human being. So in case if I am not able to give you the answer for your doubts, definitely I'll refer and let you know the answer. Don't hesitate to ask doubts. That is the only thing I want to tell you. So let us start with accountancy. Anything you want to ask me now? Yes, nothing. Shall we start? See, somebody has left. Only 14. See, the attendance is very strict. Especially, let me remind you, please don't miss the accountancy class. It is very difficult. I'm telling you. And you are just starting the accountancy. So it is the base. We can go together. Suppose you miss any class. I'm telling you, I'm warning you, it will be difficult to pick up. Or else you should ask your friends. You should be in close relation. You should be in touch with your friends. Ask what happened in the class. Okay, accountancy is not a problem, but you should take effort to learn it. Okay, let's start. Before that, again, let me ask you. And it's okay if you have any network problem. I understand earlier in our period also here we had power failure, network issues. That's okay. But if you have any problem, I'm reminding you, you should give me a message, either a WhatsApp message or a text message. You can get my number from the WhatsApp groups. You should inform me, otherwise how will I know? See, 3 of them have left now. What is the reason? Attendance is strict. Okay. And next thing, a point to remember. We are using the terms accountancy, accounting simultaneously. Did you notice? Accountancy, accounting. What's that? Anyone? Accountancy. Why using accountancy sometimes? Why using accounting sometimes? What is the difference? I will tell you, and let me tell you, accountancy is the name of the subject. What is the subject that you learn? It is accountancy. And the process, what we do, the activity that we are going to learn, what we do, what we solve, that is called accounting. Clear? So, somebody is asking you, which are the subjects that you learn in your 11th class? Accounting, banking? No. Accountancy. The name of the subject is accountancy. And what we are going to learn, the process, that is accounting. Okay. Now, let me ask you an example. How many of you was class leaders, class monitors in your previous classes? Okay, Anish, anyone else? Krishna, were you?
No, ma'am.
No, okay. Suppose I am appointing Krishna as my class monitor. Okay, she is my class leader. And just imagine we are going for a class picnic, class tour. Okay, and I ask Krishna to collect money from all of you, our classmates. You get me, no? What I say? Yes. So say for the tour, we need 2,000 rupees. Each one of you should give me 2,000 rupees, okay? To go for the picnic, the tour. So I told Krishna, Krishna, collect money from everyone, give me the money, tell me those who gave me, those who didn't give the money. Okay, Krishna was ready, took the responsibility. And suddenly Anish came. Anish, take Krishna, my 2,000 rupees. Okay, Krishna. Gave it to Krishna. Okay. Next, Alan comes and tells Krishna, oh Krishna, I have only 1,000 with me. Keep this 1,000 with you. I'll give you later. Rest of the amount I'll give you later. Okay. Next, Nestle comes and tell Krishna, I don't have money now. I'll give it tomorrow. And again, Vinay comes and tell Krishna, Krishna, I have only 1,500 with me. 1,500. I'll give you the rest tomorrow. And Pavitra comes and tell Krishna, Krishna, take 4,000 rupees. This is my money as well as Aparna's money. Okay, Krishna, are you collecting the money from me? From your friends? Okay, okay. And Abdul Aman is telling Krishna, I have only 200 with me. Let me see if I can borrow from Naveen. Okay. So some dealings are, where is Krishna, my class leader? Where is she? Ah, okay. Okay. So what happened? And somebody is borrowing from someone. And likewise, everyone came to Krishna, gave some amount, something or the other. And suddenly I come to the class and ask Krishna, Krishna, where is the amount? How much did you get? How will you answer, Krishna? Yes, Krishna. See, I told you, no, I called out some names. I don't remember now. Some of them have given you the full amount, 2,000. I think that was Anish had given you 2,000. Some gave you 1,000. Some told you that I'll give it tomorrow. Some said, I have only this, let me borrow from other person. Pavitra said, take 4,000, this is my amount and Aparna's amount. How are you going to deal with this, Krishna? Tell me. Try, just tell me. I assigned you this duty to collect the money. How are you going to answer me?
I'll separate the credit amount and the given amount.
Very good. Okay. Yes, you will separate it. How are you going to separate it? Yeah, okay. The amount you got, you are going to separate it. That is what you meant, no? Some amount, some huge amount, you got it now. So how are you going to tell me this? How will I know?
I'll tell the total amount given and the rest which is not given separately.
Okay. Okay. I agreed to that. And I waited for 3 days. Still, where is the rest amount? I'm asking Krishna. 3 days are over. I told you to collect the money. Where is the rest of the amount? Don't we want to go for a tour? Yes, Krishna, what will be your answer? I am not troubling you, Krishna. You think about it. Think. And someone else tell me, if you were the person responsible, what would be your, like, how will you deal with this? Anyone can answer. Raise your hand. Don't create a mess. Yes, Naveen, if you were my class leader, how will you handle this? Unmute. Yes. Yes, tell me. Oh, I can't hear you.
I don't know.
See, I am giving you a responsibility and you don't have that. See, I need money. See, some of them have given the full amount, some not given, some have given half amount. And I told you I waited for 3 days. After 3 days, again, I'm asking the class leader, where is the money? Yes, Anish, where are you?
Ma'am, I'm here.
Do you have an answer?
Ma'am, I will write down whole game, the complete amount.
Yes, you will write it down. Isn't it, Krishna? You'll also write it down, no? Wait. You gave me, let me write it down. Aparna plus, what was the other one? Somebody else. Aparna and this Pavitra gave me 2,000 plus 2,000, 4,000. Will you do that, Krishna? Or will you keep everything in your mind? Is it possible? No, you will write it down. That is called accounting. Coming to the aspect of a business. We are learning about business. We are commerce students. We learn about business. Business has got several transactions like this. This is only the case of collection of trip amount, tour amount I gave you, and you are confused. You don't know how to present it to me, how to give me the information. Coming to business, business has got several transactions taking place. Yes or no? Business means, what is a business? Let us discuss that now. What is a business? Yes, Ayujya, what is a business? Try. Vinay, what is a business? You all can answer. These are all, I told you, no, commerce is very easy. You can answer in your own words. Vinay, tell me what is a...
Buy.
Wait, Vinay, please tell me. Try. What is business? Why do we do a business? Krishnanuni had told something in the beginning when we talked about the shopkeeper. Shopkeeper is doing a business. Yes, Alan?
I am selling an good and earning income.
Yes, business is selling and buying of goods. For what purpose is that done?
For income.
For income. What is the income of the business called? See, you know the answer. Everybody is getting, you are getting the answers. We all work to get some earning. We all live to make income, money. So business is also an economic activity. Okay, what is business? Business is an economic activity which involves buying and selling of goods. Yes? Business is an economic activity which involves buying and selling of goods. For the purpose of, for what? What is this done for? To make profit, not the regular income. You get a regular income when you work for an employer. You do some job, you get the salary. That is a fixed income. Talking about a business, the main objective, the main aim of any business is to make profit. Yes? So what is the main objective of a business?
To make profit.
To make profit. The businessman will invest some money, and what he expect by investing this money? Abdul Aman, what is the main objective of business? Main objective of business?
Making money.
Your voice is very low. It's okay. What is the main objective of business? To make profit. You work under a organization. You work in an office. You work there. At the end of the month, you get a salary. That is a fixed income. But in a business, you invest some money, and do you just want the return on the investment? You invest 1 lakh. At the end of the month, I expect this 1 lakh back. Is that the intention of a businessman?
No.
No. I invested 1 lakh and I am expecting 1,50,000. I want profit. That is the main objective of business. Okay now, and coming to business again, a business will have several departments. Purchase department, production department, marketing department, human resource department, IT department. Okay, a business will have several departments, and so many transactions will be taking place in a business. All these transactions, what they do is they will record it. They will record this. They will analyze this. And as Krishna said, she told me, she'll give how the first answer she gave me. Those who gave the total amount, she'll inform me. Those who gave the half amount, she's going to inform me what happened. How did she get this amount? Likewise, based on the transaction, they analyze the transaction and give required information to the users. This is called accounting. And we are going to do that. How a business keeps the records. What are the various transactions that take place in a business? Do you get me? What are the various transactions that take place in a business? We are going to record it. How are the records maintained by the business? Okay, coming to, I'll share the screen. Okay, now here we have Luca Pacioli. He is considered as father of accounting. Okay, this is Luca Pacioli. You can see the picture. He is considered as father of accounting. Who is the father of accounting? Luca Pacioli. He was an Italian mathematician. He is the one who have made so much of contributions in the field of accounting. That is enough. You just need to know who is the father of accounting. And coming to the father of accounting in India. Okay. So this is Luca Pacioli. L-U-C-A. Luca Pacioli. P-A-C-I-O-L-I. Luca Pacioli. Father of accounting. And now next, father of accounting in India. Sri Kalyan Subramanya Iyer. He is the father of accounting in India. Okay. Now let's see what is the meaning of accounting, the definition of accounting. You should learn this, very, very important. Same like definition I taught you for banking, this should be memorized. Even when you are sleeping, somebody wakes you up and asks, what is accounting? You should be able to give the answer. Accounting. What is accounting? In 1941, the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants, AICPA, American Institute of Certified Public Accountants, had defined accounting as, what is accounting? Art of, what is accounting? Accounting is an art. The art of recording. Recording. Now you got what is recording? You record, you take down, you write it in a book, you record it. Recording, classifying, classify. As Krishna said, she'll classify it. Those who gave the full amount, those who gave the half amount. So we are classifying it. Art of recording, classifying and summarizing, summarizing in a significant manner, in a very important manner. Significant means very important, in a very important way, and in terms of money, transactions and events which are in part at least of a financial character, and interpreting the results thereof. Very important, very, 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 very important. What is accounting? Accounting is the art of, please don't switch off the video, switch it on everyone, those who have kept it off. Accounting is the art of recording, classifying, summarizing. Accounting, what is accounting? Accounting is the art. What is art? What is art? The normal art, the simple art. What is that?
Classifying.
Art. I'm asking you the meaning for art. What is art? What do you understand by the word art? Art.
Creativity.
Creativity. Yes, creativity. But here it is not creativity what it is meant. The skill. If you want to do an art, if you want to dance, you need a skill of dancing. If you want to sing, definitely you will need the skill to sing. At least to hum, you should have some kind of art with you, some skill with you. So we all have something or the other kind of skills with us. So for doing accountancy, we need skill, and this skill can be developed. We are going to develop it together. Accounting as the art of, what is accounting? Accounting is the art. AICPA defined accounting as the art of, let's break it there, art of what? Recording, classifying and summarizing in a significant manner. And in terms of money, transactions and events, we are going to record only the transactions which are in the monetary terms. Very important. Keep it in your mind. Only those transactions or activities, anything that has got money influence, money. Only if there is money involved, that is being recorded. Money, transactions and events which are in part at least a financial character. See, it should be having a financial nature. That means it should be related to money. And interpreting the results thereof. What is the result? Result means whether the business is making a profit or loss. Okay, so you will learn this for Saturday. I will ask everyone definition of accounting according to AICPA, American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. Accounting is the art of recording, classifying, summarizing in a significant manner. And in terms of money, transactions and events, which are in terms at least of a financial character, and interpreting the result thereof. Yes. That is the definition. And later on, in 1966, another definition was given, but this, you need to learn this. You can learn any number of definitions, that's all up to you, but I need this one. You can learn everything, whatever you wish you can learn, but I need this, the first definition. In 1966, again, another definition was given by American Accounting Association. The same thing is defined using different terms. Different words are being used in a different style. The process of identifying, measuring, and communicating economic information. These are all in the textbook. You can find it in the textbook, the very next page. To permit informed judgments and decision by users of information. We will be discussing everything related to the definitions. Just see the definition now. I'll make you understand everything, the users, the decisions. What is this? Identifying, measuring, communicating, economic information. What is that? We'll discuss everything. So that was another definition. And again, in 1970, the Accounting Principles Board of AICPA also emphasized the function of accounting to provide quantitative information, primarily financial in nature, about economic entities that is intended to be useful in making economic decision. Economic decision. That means whatever information that we have recorded, with that we should be able to, we in the sense the business should be able to make decisions. It should help the business in such a way that the accounting information helps the business to make important decisions. Okay? Decision making. Decision making. Accounting can therefore be defined as a process of identifying. You identify. Identify means you will find out, measure, record and communicate the required information relating to the economic events. What are economic events? Economic activity. Economic events means economic activity only. Okay, you identify, you will find out what is the transaction that took place. You measure it. Measure it means you will find out the measure, how much money is involved. You record it, we write it down and communicate. We make the communication. Let us take the example, the previous example of the class leader collecting the picnic fee. So the leader identify the transaction, identify this person. A has given me 2000 rupee. B has given me 500 rupees. C has given me 1500. Likewise, we will identify that, we will measure it. Measure means how much. We identified A, B, C has made the payment. We are measuring it. A gave me 2000, this is the measurement. B gave me 500, C gave me 1500. Recorded, we wrote it. We are recording it. And when the teacher comes, that is communicated. Similarly in the business, all the transactions are identified, measured, recorded and communicated. Okay? Akshay, can you read this?
No, ma'am. It's not. See.
Yeah. You cannot see? Then
No, ma'am.
why you didn't tell me?
Right now I cannot see. Just before.
Okay, okay. Can you see now?
It's low.
Okay. Alan Varghese, please read this. Alan? Read. Sorry?
Ma'am, I cannot see the screen. Sorry.
Sayuja, can you see? Nobody can see the screen? Can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Then what is the problem with others? Tell me. Is there any problem with my screen sharing? Vishnu, can you see?
I can see.
Read accounting. Read from the screen. Unmute.
Accounting can therefore be defined as the process of identifying, measuring, recording, and communicating the required information relating to the economic events of an organization to the interested users of such information.
Okay, very good. Okay. So
Knowledge
you
is
will
much-
be. Yes, Vishnu? Did you say anything? Okay, so we discussed the definition of accounting. You should learn it, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. It's not the end. I'm continuing. To appreciate the exact nature of accounting, we must understand the following relevant aspect of the definition. Let us discuss the important aspects of the definition. I told you, no, I'll tell you everything in detail regarding the economic events, identification, measurement, recording and communication, organization, interested users of information. These are the various aspects that is mentioned in the definition. See, look at this, the one I made Vishnu read. We are going to discuss each aspect in this definition. Okay. Let us discuss what are economic events. Already I told you what are economic events. Read everyone, economic events. Aparna, read.
Business organizations involves economic events. An economic event is known as a happening of consequence to a business organization which consists of transactions and which are measurable in monetary terms.
Thank you, Aparna. Did you get the meaning, everyone? I told you in very simple way what is economic activity, economic events. Yes, Akshay, can you see the screen? Any activity which involves a monetary aspect, that is called economic events. Coming to the business, the happening of a consequence to a business organization. Some activity takes place in the business, within the business, which consists of transactions and which are measurable in monetary terms. Same thing given in a standard way. That is called economic event. Anyone? Any doubt? Anybody having doubt regarding economic event?
No.
No. Now see the example. Let's see the example. Purchase of machinery. We purchase a machinery. A machinery is purchased. How do we make a purchase? Suppose, who is there? Let me ask someone. Who didn't get a chance to speak? Pavitra. Pavitra, you want to purchase a packet of biscuit from a shop. Can you tell me what are you going to do? You are going to buy a biscuit, packet of biscuit. Tell me.
I'll go to the shop
Yes.
and buy it.
Yeah, you buy it. You'll take it from there and come home.
No, I'll pay for it.
Very good. Yes, that's it. Pavitra goes to a shop, purchase a good. She will pay cash. Money is given. Money is given to the shopkeeper, and from the shop she takes the biscuit. Okay. So what is happening here? She got the biscuit, and for that she gave some cash. In return for the cash she gave, she got something called biscuit. Similarly, purchase of machinery. When you purchase a machinery, what is happening? Don't you make payment for the machinery? Yes. Does it involve monetary terms, monetary measure? Money is involved?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Who's that? Anyone? So that is an economic event, and coming to machinery. Anish, what happened? Getting bored?
No, ma'am.
We have 2 hours. I'm going to stop only at 4:30. Do you want a break? Yes or no? Okay, we'll do one thing. We'll take 5 minutes break. Not 5 minutes. No need of 5 minutes. 2 minutes break. Okay? I want everyone to read the definition. Just the definition. 1949. Alan, read. Alan Varghese, switch on the video. Sayujia, switch on the video. Abdul Aman, switch on the video. Krishna, switch on. Yes, yes. Okay, read. Till now, read the textbook. Anish don't have the textbook, isn't it? Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. Read your lecture notes. And one of you will explain me the definition. Read the definition. And you are going to explain to me the definition. Done? No need to memorize it now. I didn't ask you to study now. Just read, understand, and one of you tell me. Nestle, tell me the definition, what you understood in your own terms, in your own way, what you understood, the definition. Yes.
It is the art of.
Yes.
It is a art of recording.
Yes.
Classifying.
Yes.
And summarizing. And
Yes.
Efficient.
Hmm.
I'm just saying the full definition. I'm just reading it.
Okay, okay, yes. I know that.
Summarizing in significant manner.
Hmm.
And in terms of money transaction events, which I am part of at least.
What do you understand from this? Tell me what you understood.
Accounting means we are that we are recording what we get.
It's okay. Try. It's a new subject. I understand. No problem. Okay, let's give someone else the chance. It's okay, Nestle. You tried. No problem. Alan, tell me. Alan Shibu, just try.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me the meaning, the definition in your own words. In your own words means, what did you understand? It is an art of.
It is an art of recording, measuring, and summarizing in a significant
Very
way.
good.
And in terms of transaction of money,
Yes, right.
it all includes in accounting.
Very good. Yes, good attempt. Yes, right. Okay, so you will learn the account. Anyone want to explain? Anybody want to volunteer? Yes, Ayuja, do you want to try?
According to the American Institution of Certified Public Accountants, accounting is the art of recording, classifying, and summarizing in a significant manner and in terms of money, transaction, and events which are in part of financial character and interpret the result thereof.
Very good. Wonderful. Clap for her, everyone. She studied it immediately. Clap, clap. Why? Hesitation to clap. Clap, clap. Oh, yes, yes. Good. Where is Ayuja? Very nice. Very good. Yes. Okay. Now let's continue with accounting. Okay. So that was economic event. And I told you, purchase of machinery. Purchase. When you purchase a machinery, definitely you will pay for it. And not only machinery, it is not only enough to just purchase and bring it to the business. You will have to install it. You purchase a fridge from the shop. Can you just keep the fridge in your house, in your kitchen? No. You should plug in. The plug should be properly plugged in the socket, isn't it? And similarly, the machinery has to be properly installed. Then only you can use it. And this installation, for installing the machinery in the business, that also incurs cost, money. So such installation charges are also recorded. So something, all the monetary aspects related to a particular thing, a particular event. Everything related to an event, monetary event, that is all recorded. Okay. Now, these events, they are of two types. Economic events are of two types. If an event involves transactions between an outsider and an organization, you can see it here. If an event involves transactions between an outsider means someone out of the business, outside the business, is not one inside the business, okay? These are known as external events. If an event, an economic activity, involves transactions between an outsider of an organization, these are known as external events. Okay?
Can you explain one more? I didn't get it.
Sorry, which one?
I didn't. Can you explain one more time?
Yes, which one?
External event.
External event. Okay. See, external event is of two types. Events. Let us explain the events. Okay. Event means an economic activity. It is of two types, external and internal. I'll explain with the example. External event means if the transaction is with an outsider. See, look at the example here. Sale of merchandise to the customer. Merchandise means goods. It is another term for goods. Okay? Krishnan only, wait, let me read this. Okay? Listen. Sale of merchandise to the customers. Where is the customer? Is he inside the business? Someone inside the business? Yes or no? No, he is someone outside the business. So that is an external event. See, before I had sent someone to purchase the biscuit who was at Pavitra. Pavitra had gone to a supermarket to purchase biscuit. Who's Pavitra to the supermarket? Is she someone inside the supermarket? She is an outsider. Okay? So that is called external event. Okay, Krishnanuni, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If the transaction is between an outsider and the business, it is called external event. Rendering services to the customers by ABC Limited. There is a company, ABC Limited. ABC Limited is providing some services to the customers. So again, customer. Who is the customer? Customer is someone outside the business. He is not the owner. He is not anyone working in the business. Okay, you will get the answer. After some more time, we'll be discussing the various parties to the business. Purchase of materials from suppliers. Suppliers. I'll tell you an example again. One of you is having a cake business. Cake. You bake cake, birthday cakes. Is it okay to have that business? Okay. And Krishnanuni, you are making the cakes. To make cakes, you need, what all you need? Definitely the ingredients like, okay, it's okay. The flour, egg, microwave, whatever it is. And also the vessels, etc., etc., sugar, egg, all these you need. Where do you purchase all these from? So you are having a, let it be a bakery then. We'll forget about cake. You have bakery and you make chips and cakes in your bakery. For that you need all these requirements, ingredients. Where do you buy these ingredients from? Definitely from someone else, some other shop. So you are the bakery owner, you have a bakery business, and the other business you purchase, from whom you purchase, is it anyone inside your business?
No.
No, they are the outsiders. Do you get me, everyone? Okay, so this coming to any business, purchase of materials. Material means whatever business they do, all those materials, the ones required for doing that business, that is materials, that is meant by materials. So, purchase of materials from suppliers. Suppliers means one who supplies it. So that supplier is an outsider. He is nobody inside the business. So that is an external event. Okay. Payment of monthly rent to the landlord. You have your bakery in a rented room. It is not your own room. You took a room for rent, and it is in that room that you can do the bakery business. So definitely you will have to make the rent payment to the owner of the room. Am I right? Who is that owner of the room? Is he connected to your bakery? No. So that is also an outsider. So these are various examples for external event. Now let us discuss what is internal event. Internal event. Okay, I told you this economic events, they are divided into two. Internal event as well as external event. We were discussing about external event. And now we move to internal event. Internal event means then what? Any transaction happening within the organization. Okay. Suppose let somebody have who need to go for a garment industry, garment shop, a stitching unit. Let us have a stitching unit now. Okay. We have a business and here the stitching garment shop. So here stitching takes place. This is a department for stitching, okay? And here we purchase the cloth, material, cloth. It is using the cloth you stitch, isn't it? The garments you stitch. So here we have a purchase department and we have cloth over here. This cloth should be brought to this department. Am I right? So this is a transaction happening within the organization, within the business. Am I right? From one department, something is moved to another department. So definitely the purchase department will be keeping a record of the cloth. There is 100-meter white cloth. Cloth is there. Stitching unit asked for 15-meter cloth. So what is the rest? That is recorded here. And the stitching unit will record, took 15 meters from the purchase department. Do you get me? So within the departments, inside the firm, inside the business, the transactions that takes place within the firm, within the business, that is called internal event. Okay? So here, supply of raw materials or components by the stores department. See, something related to the garments, I said, the example. Okay, so it is clear now. Economic event. Economic event is of two types. Which are they? Yes?
External event and internal event.
Okay, external event and internal event. What is external event?
Transactions happening outside.
The transaction between the firm, business and outsiders. What is internal event?
Transaction happening inside the business.
Very good, yes. Akshay Varghese, Alan Varghese, Vishnu AV. Switch on the video. Okay, so that was an important aspect. Now let's move on to the next important aspect relating to the definition. That is, can you see? Identification, measurement, recording and communication. I already discussed it. I'll just go through it now. Identification means what? To find out, to identify. Identification means determining what transactions to record. Which are the items to be recorded now? We are going to identify which all transactions should be recorded. Okay? That is identification. Only the transactions in the monetary terms will be recorded. Not everything in the business we'll record it. No. We will record only the ones in the monetary terms, which involves money. Let me tell you, there is an organization, okay? There is a business having several departments. And in the, listen to me. And in the business, raw materials are purchased. Raw materials, okay? Raw materials are purchased for rupees 10,000. Then we sold some goods. Goods are sold. Goods sold 25,000. Goods are sold for 25,000. Okay. There was a person, he was the in charge of production department. In charge of production department. Who's that? What did I say? In charge of production department. He is transferred to sales department. Okay? So what did today? Let us take it today. Today, in the business, we purchased raw materials 10,000. We sold goods for 25,000. And somebody who was the in charge of production department is transferred to sales department. He is given a transfer from production department. He is given transfer to the sales department. So, should we record all the three in the books? Is it required to record everything?
No.
Who's
No.
telling me no? Say it louder. Tell me, see, today, on a particular day, these three events occurred, happened in the business. Should we record all the three?
First two contains money.
Yes, right?
Yeah, and the third one doesn't.
No. So, did you identify it? Which one to be recorded? This is
Yes.
identification. We identify, see, so many I told you, several activities, several happenings are going on every day in a business. So the first one is to identify which one to record. How will we record this? Only those, write it somewhere, keep it in your mind. Throughout accountancy, we are going to do this. Only those transactions or events which involves money, financial aspect, only that we will record. One person transferred to sales department. What is there to record? Nothing. Okay. Okay. Now let's see. So that is identification. Hope everyone got it. Do you want me to explain again? No need, no? Okay. That is identification. You will identify. Now what is next one? Next one is measurement. Measurement means we are going to measure it. And what is the measurement unit used? Is it in kilogram, liters? How do we measure the monetary items? We measure it in rupee, paise. That is the measuring unit that we use. Am I right? So that is how we measure it. We measure everything in the monetary terms. That is measurement.
Ma'am, measuring everything in monetary terms.
Yeah. Measurement means in accounting, whatever we record, that is recorded in the monetary terms. So for that, we need to measure it. How much money is involved? See, before I told you, there was a garment business. Some 100-meter cloth is transferred. There was 100-meter cloth, and out of it, 10-meter cloth is transferred to the stitching department. So how are we going to record this? Record it. It is not in the meter unit. 10-meter cloth transferred to stitching. No, it is not like that. This 10-meter cloth, we find out the value of it with the help of the money. It is in the monetary terms. If suppose the 10-meter cloth involves 1,000 rupees, then this is how we record it. 10-meter cloth from stores, the purchase department transferred to stitching department, rupees 1,000. So whatever we record, that is in the monetary terms. If an event cannot be quantified, it is not considered for recording in the final accounts. Okay. Yes, Pavitra, any doubt? Any clarifications? No. Now, see the last paragraph. That is why important items like the appointment of a new managing director, signing of contract, or changes in the personnel are not shown in the books of account. Is it possible to show that in the books of account? A new managing director is being appointed. What is a monetary term? A new person is appointed here. Is he appointed for some 1 lakh rupees? Is it like that? Definitely no. He'll be given some salary, but that we'll record it as salary. Salary given to the managing director. It is in that way. But making the appointment, that cannot be recorded. Okay? Clear? With measurement. So measurement, everything in the monetary terms. Keep it in mind. Only if there is money involved, that only will be recorded. We'll learn how to record now. After next chapter, we'll be going to record the transactions. Yes, the next one. What is the next one? Recording. Recording. Once the economic events are identified, we identified, measured, then the next step is to record. We record it. We write it somewhere. Record in the books of account. We'll maintain books. We'll learn it shortly. We prepare books as you maintain notebooks for each and every subject. We maintain books of accounts. Okay?
Ma'am?
Yes.
Can you just repeat the definition of measurement?
Measurement. Measurement means, in simple way, let me tell you, measurement means to identify the monetary value. It means quantification of business transactions, the money involved. How much is the money related to it? Okay, Nestle?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you purchased a new salwar. Purchased a new salwar. How will we record it? Purchased new salwar worth rupees 2000. So we are measuring the value of that salwar in money terms. Similarly, in the business, whatever happens in the business, if we can quantify it, if we can find the value related to it in money terms, then only we can record it. Otherwise, we will not record in the books of accounts. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And coming to the next part, that was recording. Recording means writing. Recording in the books of account. And how is the recording done? Recording is done in the chronological order. Note down this word. Chronological order. Chronological order means date-wise. Chronological order means date-wise. Date, as per the date. Okay. Date means according to the date order. You will not write something on 15th June 1st, 2nd June 2nd. Like this, 15.321, 10.321. These are the dates. 5.321, 21.321. Don't do this. This is wrong. We record it in the chronological order. So which date should come first?
Ma'am, we cannot see that when you write.
You cannot see that?
No.
Sorry, let me see. Okay. When I write here, will you be able to see? No?
Ma'am, it's not showing in our screen.
It will take time.
Okay.
I think it's the problem with the network. Okay, it's okay. So what I meant is, what I was saying is, we record it in the, according to the date. The first date which it occurred, that will be shown first. Okay? If suppose 3 dates are given, 3rd June, 15th June, 2nd June, which one will come first? 2nd June, yes, 2nd June. Then which one will come?
Third.
Third. Then we'll go for 15th June. So that is the chronological order. That is how we record. Okay? That is how the recording is done. And coming to communication. Now the economic events, we identified it, we measured it, and recorded them. For what is this? For what purpose do we do all these? Why did my class leader write everything in the book regarding the fee collection? Just to communicate it to me. Yes? It is to communicate. It is to give information. We will be learning soon. We'll learn it now itself. There are several users of the business. Business information. Users. The one who use it. Okay? So these users require the information of the business. Okay? How is this information passed on to them? It is for that we prepare the books of accounts. It is for that we record, we may write it down so that it can be easily communicated to others. Did you get me? Is it information overload now? Overload? I'll stop with this today. Okay, communication means, let me complete that point. Communication means, see, let me take the example. The first example, I told the class leader to collect money. Krishna Kanti, Vishnu AV, Aman, Alan Varghese, switch on the video. Okay. What was I saying? Okay. The class leader, I asked the class leader to collect the money, and one of you responded that you will write it, isn't it? You will record it. The money received, the money not received. Why did you write it? To tell me. You wanted to communicate that to the teacher. Ma'am, these many students gave the money. These many did not give the money. These many gave half of the money. Yes, you wanted to communicate it to me. Similarly, there are several users for the business information also. There are many people who wanted to know about the business. It is for them to communicate to them about the business. We prepare this accounting records. Okay. So we are going to communicate the business informations to some people, to some users. Okay? And because of this reason, accounting is called as the language of business. What is accounting? Accounting is the language of business. Why language? What for is the language used? To communicate, to pass some information one another. I will say I am communicating to you and you understand it in the right manner. The same meaning what I say. I am communicating with you all. Similarly, the business wants to communicate its matters, informations with some people. Because of that, accounting is called the language of business. You can get a question like that. Why is accounting considered as language of business? Won't you be able to answer? There are several users for the business information. To communicate the business results with them, we use accounting. Because of this reason, accounting is called the language of business. Okay? Yes? Feeling bored? Nestle? Little bit. Am I right? It's okay. Only one more chapter we have in theory. Then we are moving to problems. So then you won't have this boredom. You'll be busy doing the problems, and then throughout we'll do problems, problems, problems. So only 2 chapters you have to bear this theory part. And whatever, repeating again and again, whatever is told in the class, keep it in your mind. This is required throughout. Okay? Just read. We have 10 more minutes. Just read the important aspects, economic events, identification, measurement, recording, communication. That's it. So only a little portion is covered today. The definition and the various aspects related to the definition. Any doubt, please ask.
Ma'am, what is the definition of communication?
Yes?
Definition of communication.
What is the meaning of communication?
Definition.
There is no definition.
No?
No, you don't need any definition for that. You just have to write something in your own words. You just refer the textbook, the idea what you get, present that. Okay? Definition is something that you have to by heart because it is given by somebody else. Some organization, some people have described something. That is definition. So we cannot change their words. Okay, so definition should be by hearted. No compromise. Other than only the definitions you need to by heart. Other things you can write it in your own words. Yes, Alan, are you reading Alan Verghese? I'm talking to Alan Verghese. We have, how many Alans are there in the class? Calling out your name doesn't mean you should switch off the video.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are you reading?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, good, good. Carry on. Krishna Kanti, please switch on the video.
Mom, my video is on.
Okay, okay. I can't see you. That's why. Okay.
Mom, network is slow.
Okay. Yes, now I can see. So we will be meeting again on Saturday. I need the definition for banking, definition of accounting, and also the other portions. Definition is very important. Any doubts? Okay, shall we wind up the session? It's time. See you on Saturday.
Thank you, ma'am.
Take care.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you. Bye.
Thank you.